beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of June 2024. I hope all of you are doing great. I hope the month of May was a very positive, was a very restful, uplifting, optimistic month for you. It's one of my favorite months. I definitely enjoy it. I hope you did too. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate. Only take the parts that do. Don't make anything fit. Only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Hierophant, clarified by the Four of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Sun, clarified by the King of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Six of Wands. Hopefully my cat meowing is not bothering you too much. She wants to go outside, and it's kind of raining a little bit. I don't want to let her outside at this time, because then I'll have to run around and catch her to bring her back in. So and I'm afraid that it will actually rain quite hard. But anyway, let's get back to the spread. In the past position, we have the Hierophant, which is a major arcana card. It's a card that represents Taurus, really grounding sort of energy, very stable energy. The Hierophant is all about structures and traditions, and the way we understand the world, because it was like it's representative of societal norms. The Hierophant is, it's all about doing what the ancestors and people before you have done. It's all about following the rules. But it's interesting that it's clarified with the Four of Cups, because it tells me that you were struggling in the recent past between conforming to societal norms and wanting to sort of break away from that. When you break away from societal norms, it's actually a very brave act as in and of itself, because it takes courage and confidence to say, I'm going to do things my way. Imagine Africa and a group of zebras walking around. If one zebra gets away from the herd, the lion is going to eat it, or some other predator is going to eat it. So the zebras stick together. And so when you don't want to follow the rules, when you're wanting to create a path for yourself, a unique path, it takes courage, because you're kind of breaking away from the herd. So definitely this was a major realization and event for you in the recent past, which definitely entailed some soul searching and sort of thinking about what do you want to do moving forward. That's why you have the Four of Cups in the clarifying position. We see this person sitting under a tree and sort of kind of looking out at the distance and sort of staring at the Three of Cups, and doesn't even see a fourth cup being offered to him. And so, even though you may not be, even though you may be scared of not following the rules, because there's a chance that if you don't follow the rules, and if you don't do what the society expects, and if you don't do what other friends or family have done, if you do it kind of on your own, you may fail and not be supported. There's always that fear underlying. There's that kind of fearful feeling that is underlying, undercurrent, if you will. But it's important to strike out on your own, because it helps you develop your personality. It helps helps you develop your inner voice and trust in yourself. So it does look like in the recent past, Libra, you've made a serious progress when it comes to your view on this world and what you want to accomplish. Now, in the obstacle position, you have the Sun, which is an interesting place for this card to be. It's also a major arcana card, which tells me that something that used to make you happy is no longer making you happy. You could be struggling with staying positive in the month of June. You may be finding that you're not really happy with the achievements you've made so far. This is a temporary feeling, and it's quite normal to experience it. There's nothing really, that wrong with that. It's important, however, to remember that when you have, the Sun in the obstacle position, always feel grateful for everything that you have and everything that you've achieved, because it is an important way to communicate with the universe around you. You may not be able to see the spirit guides or even believe in them or talk to them, but they're there and they're working really hard for you to, succeed and be happy and be satisfied and fulfilled. In the month of June, it does look like there's a little bit of a spell of sadness that may kind of befall upon you, but again, it's nothing that is going to kind of get you off your path or misdirect you in some way. It's interesting that you have the King of Pentacles in the clarifying position. It could be that someone around you, is very materialistic and is only valuing things from a materialistic standpoint, which could bring about sadness. That is low vibrational energy, because materialistic things, physical things, don't really exist. We are energy. The house that you live in, or the car that you drive, it's like it's objects in a matrix. It's a simulation, and so they're not really that valuable. They are valuable because while you are in a simulation, you want to be comfortable, but at the same time, you also want to be aware as well. This King of Pentacles in the obstacle position could be creating a little bit of stress, for you, because you may feel like you're not as successful. But there are many different people who define success differently. Some people define success as being able to sit at home on their couch in peace, drinking a hot cup of tea, enjoying the birds playing outside their window. Other people only define success as if they're sitting in a private plane, flying to some beach destination where they have, a $30 million mansion or something like that. So it's important to remember those are different types of successes, and what do you particularly value the most? Because one success is going to be far more fulfilling than the other. Now, in the present position, you do have the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Definitely there's some choices, some opportunities that are being presented to you. And you will find that you are going to be pretty busy in the month of June as far as trying to pursue and figure out all of these opportunities and, where do they ultimately will lead you, and ultimately if they are right for you, and if there's a particular one that stands out the most. So this particular combination is asking you to figure out a balance between your dreams and what you're able to achieve, because remember, you are a finite human being. You only have 2 arms, not 25. You only have 2 legs, not 25. So there's a limited amount that you can achieve in this lifetime, that anyone can achieve in this lifetime. Super successful people had a leg up. They were born in super successful families, and usually that happens because of karma and different cycles. And so it's important to remember that each and every person learns and goes through this life journey on their own. And so it's important to remember that your journey is special because it is yours. And so it's important to make sure that you're not wasting time chasing dreams that are not going to really pan out for you, or that are not going to bring the satisfaction that that you truly want. A lot of opportunities and choices that are presented to us look real good at first up front, but when you get deeper and much more into them, you find that they are not as fulfilling and not as enjoyable whatsoever. And people make these choices all the time. I know personally a lot of people who wanted to make more money, would be promoted, would succeed, and so on and so forth, only 5, 10, 15 years later to leave the high paying jobs because of realizing that they're feeling like rats in a wheel. They're just sort of running, but the fulfillment from the money and the bigger house and the nicer car isn't really there because of the amount of stress that it costs to get that, because the amount of wasted friendships or moments with family that they didn't get to enjoy because they were chasing that. And so it's important to realize when you are in high vibration, the success will be chasing you. So the high vibration is the goal, or should be, in my opinion. Definitely the Two of Pentacles tells me that you'll have to, in the month of June, be quite flexible in order to be mindful of your time. The more flexible you are, the more adapting you are, the more of your time you can capture in the present moment. And so that's definitely very important. But don't overextend yourself in the month of June. Make sure to really focus on only things that matter the most. There's only one or two or three. Everything else either gets delegated, or it doesn't get done, or it gets delayed, or what have you. Now, in the future outcome position, we have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Six of Wands. It's interesting because you have a decision to make. You have some sort of a difficult decision about this victory that's coming up around the corner for you. The Two of Swords tells me that you are hesitating in making a decision about this triumph, this victory that you have, or that is going to be coming towards you and is just around the corner. There's some kind of a challenging there's some kind of challenging details about this victory that you are hesitating about. Maybe you are nervous about how this victory is going to affect your life. Maybe you're nervous about how this victory is going to affect other people in your life, but there's some kind of a difficult decision that you have to make regarding a wonderful, actually, event. Now, let's see what we can clarify with a Mystical Wisdom card, and we've got Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. What a wonderful card. Definitely, I think that something is going to work out for you unexpectedly, and just as you're preparing, for something that you find challenging, all of a sudden that challenge is going to disappear. Somehow, some way, the universe got recalibrated, and it just makes sense for the miracle to come through. Now, I also pulled an Angel and Ancestor Oracle card, and we we have arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Definitely the divine is pointing this out for a reason. There should be, you should be definitely doing protective spells. Remember Harry Potter and how, like in one of the last movies, they would do protective spells so that the bad guys, would not be able to see them or find them. So, there's all kinds of things that you can do for protective spells. Some people use basic household items around their property, around their apartment, like salt or cinnamon or rosemary or what have you. Other people use crystals. Other people use specific items to kind of keep the dark energy away. But you should be doing that on a regular basis. I always, at least once a month, will kind of clear out my home and kind of re-protect it again. So make sure that protective energy is at the top of your mind, because the more proactive you are regarding protective energy, the less time wasting will happen for you, so you can truly focus on what is important. Now, I also pulled a Shaman's Dream Oracle card, and we've got gathering around the power of community. So definitely there will be gatherings in the month of June, maybe for a birthday, maybe for a summer event, like a barbecue, like some sort of a family gathering to celebrate the summer and whatnot. But this is where you shine most, Libra, because your family does look up to you, your family values you a great deal. That is 100% guaranteed. Libras are extremely valuable. They are the glue that oftentimes hold people together because they're so, easy to talk to. They're so easy to relate to. They're so easy to love and to like, and you just want more Libras in your life. They're just phenomenal, phenomenal people. So there's a lot to look forward to in the month of June. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Libra. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.